creepers underground. We hope you survive.
That's right, demons. It's time to officially kick off the rest of your unholy Easter weekend with the big bad devil daddy himself and the man, the myth, the legend of the RIP man, Owen Llewelyn. Oh, I hope I said that right because it almost fell out of my mouth.
You're close. It's Llewelyn.
Llewelyn, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I had mentioned you during the review of the film, and Reese told me I had it right, and I was like, "You sure?"
No, if it was like that, I wouldn't have noticed because I'm so used to people saying it wrong. But Reese's name often gets confused as well. A lot of people call him Rice. I've noticed on reviews. At least you got that one.
I definitely try to do my best to always get difficult names as close as I can get them. So, but now that I know exactly how to say it, I will say it just like that. But we have the honor and the pleasure of having Owen here all the way from the UK. So this is the time to share this shit out anywhere and everywhere there is a horror lover, especially independent horror, because this film is becoming quickly iconic, in my opinion. And from what I have seen, and especially after seeing the first one. But before we get into all this madness, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our brothers over at My Sublime Prince. Check that shit out. All right, you know what to do. You want the best in printed shirts today with fast delivery and low prices. Go see my man over at My Sublime Prince. All righty, we are talking all things RIP man. So how did this all come about for you? At what point did horror come into your life?
Horror's been actually quite a big part of my life for a long time. I got into horror films about when I was 12. The first horror film I think I properly watched was like It when I was 8, and that
with Tim Curry?
The Tim Curry one, yeah.
Yes. I always say that's the best one.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I love the film now, but when I was 8, I hated it, and I couldn't even get through the whole thing. Too many parents thought that film was harmless, so that scared me off horror for a little bit. But then when I was 12, I saw Candyman on TV, and that put me on absolute edge. But
Tony Todd will do it to you, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's an incredible film, and yeah, I got addicted to that feeling, that feeling horror gives you, where you feel on edge for the characters, and that film is so atmospheric as well. Like, it's still one of my all-time favorites. And so my mum was like a big horror fan, and she had like walls of VHSs recorded off the television, like of all the Elm Streets, the Halloween.
That is so awesome.
Like Friday the 13th, all those films. And I suddenly started working my way through them all and become a horror addict. And it soon became my go-to genre throughout life. And then I haven't actually acted in the horror industry too much in like film wise, but I worked in a scare attraction about over 10 years ago where I was like dressing up as a zombie and scaring people, scaring tourists, chasing them with a chainsaw and stuff. I did that for 5.5 years.
That's the best.
Yeah, so which I think did actually lead to perhaps me getting casted for the R.I.P. Man. So I worked with Jamie on a few films over the years, and we just sort of kept in contact and knew each other socially for a few years. And Jamie, obviously, he did a film, The Cellar, beforehand. And
Yes.
Reese, the writer of R.I.P. Man, I think they had an opportunity to plug your own product in The Cellar. It was one of the Kickstarter awards, and Reese put the R.I.P. Man book because he wrote it in 2020 as a screenplay that he wanted to pitch to. He originally wrote it as to be set in America, and he wanted to pitch it to Hollywood. But years later, he went on the Kickstarter campaign and put it as a plug to so it could be plugged during The Cellar.
Sure,
So
to get some interest. Yeah.
Have you seen The Cellar?
I haven't. I'm hoping somebody could send me a screener, please.
Oh, I'm sure like Reese or Jamie will if you ask.
That would be great.
Yeah. So in that film, there's a little scene where they're talking about a book, and it's the R.I.P. Man. So it's like almost a foreshadow into Jamie's next project.
Nice.
So,
what a great way to tie them together.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm guessing from that, Jamie actually took on the R.I.P. Man as his next directing project. And because he knew me, he told me he immediately thought of me for this role. I'm guessing perhaps because I worked in the scare attractions before, so he knew I could kind of play those roles. He just contacted me one day out of the blue on Facebook Messenger, just saying, "Are you available to be the title character in this film? Here's the script." And
There's a pair of shit in the woods. Of course I do.
I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to be, because I'd obviously been acting for quite a while, and so many film projects I'd done. You film them, you might get sent a copy, and that's it, and you just forget about it. So I didn't think that it would ever explode like this, just because I didn't really know the depth of the project. I didn't know if they were going, I didn't know how far it was going to go, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's why, I said, especially during the review that we did, I think that your character is definitely Alden is like your iconic like horror slasher. Honestly, I can see that happening. I can see figures being made, t-shirts, the whole 9 yards. Because as you know, over here with Art the Clown, he quickly, which was an independent film, and not to mention the sequel was fan funded.
I didn't know that.
They had to crowdfund for that one before its huge success, and then the next thing you know, you see Art the Clown everywhere. From dolls to babies and toilet paper, just about anything else. He's all over the place. I said, R.I.P. Man needs that status, and we're gonna try to make that happen. Because honestly, after we watch the film, we're big fans, man.
Thank you very much. I'd absolutely love that. I mean, I'm a geek for all things like that anyway. So the idea of being an action figure. Someone joked once,
dude, you could be a pop vinyl.
Yeah, exactly. Like someone joked about him being in like a Mortal Kombat character, like this, like stuff like that. Like, I mean,
I could see you going on Dead by Daylight.
Like amazing dreams. I think he's a very like visually striking character, and there's a lot of things you know about him. He's got a lot of gimmicks to him. I think he's got everything you need to be an iconic horror character. So
Absolutely,
Yeah,
right up
hopefully
there
it
with
will grow
Freddy.
into that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a very original idea. You know, you've completely, told the Tooth Fairy to fuck off. I'm taking over. These teeth are mine.
Yeah,
And
and it's also a
who's the
very
Tooth?
disturbing thing. Like,
Yeah.
I never thought about this until I didn't even think about it when filming the film. It was only when talking about the film afterwards, like how much of a personal area the mouth is, and how it makes people flinch and feel so uneasy, the idea of someone violating it, especially with a giant tool like the drill he carries.
Oh,
Like, it's a
yeah.
horrendous thought to like
Well,
have
sure.
someone
First
do
of
that
all,
to your
nobody
mouth.
likes going to the dentist in the first place. But secondly, I mean, people have nightmares where they suddenly lose all their teeth. It's a
Yeah.
very common kind of a nightmare to have. So the moment you stick that into a horror film, you got something special.
No, absolutely. And so, yeah, someone doing that for you, especially when you're still he's obviously incapacitated, but still these people are still alive, and he goes straight into their mouths with this drill. It's not just the fact it is a drill, it's the drill with the two little wings on. I don't know exactly the technical term for them, but
Right.
the drill, it's got those two little wings to it, which just the idea of them just hitting your teeth
It's
on
like
the way
making
round
one
is
big
like,
ass hole.
I remember when filming the scenes, because we had these dentist mouthpieces, like they were like used for dentist trainings, the mouths they bought, where we actually put the drill into them. And I remember like I was filming just putting the drill into those dentist practice models, and that even made me think like, oh, that's so
See,
gnarly. So gnarly.
That's that practical effects that makes it so much more real to the audience. If you would have went any other way with it, I don't think it would have pulled off.
Oh, absolutely, especially on the budget we're on. Like, I think low budget, you have to go practical, right? Like, otherwise, it's just, I've seen CGI on low budget films for blood and stuff, and it is the absolute.
It's terrible. There's nothing seamless about it. And honestly, I would always go for absolute practical effects, even if I had a bigger budget. You know what I mean? Because it just looks more. It's more terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's timeless. Like, even if it doesn't, even when you know it's not realistic, it's still, especially in horror, it still can look gnarly, even when you know it's not.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't look like. You can see the flaws in the effects, but it still feels gnarly when it's practical effects, and that's timeless. Where, CGI
makes
will
you
always
cringe.
age. Stuff that we think can look perfect now, I'm sure in 10 years, 20 years time,
right?
We'll still see the flaws in the CGI of today. Like, I'd imagine,
especially all the bad sci-fi originals.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I remember in the early 2000s not noticing any flaws in the CGI at that time, and now you look back and watch something like what's his name, the original Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Like, the CGI looks so dated now, and it's I never thought that watching it originally. Like,
and people are using cheaper versions to get the job done now too.
Yeah,
because it fits their budget.
Yeah,
but
workarounds. Yeah,
I have to say, this photo right here. Did you ever see the Klaus Kinski version of Nosferatu?
Yes. That was one.
You pulled that look off right there at that moment. I was like, "Damn!"
Yeah, so
the perfect expression.
Oh no, thank you. That's amazing to hear, because when I got sent the script originally, before we did the first day of filming, Reese sent me an email saying the two references he had in mind for the character are Klaus Kinski's Nosferatu.
Oh, no shit.
So that's so good that you picked up on that. And the other one was the Ripper from Last Action Hero, with facial expressions. He wanted that sort of.
Oh man, you nailed it. And that's one of the things that makes you such a cool actor. You have done so many different types of roles, and it's like, now you're cementing yourself into horror history. And I think that almost kind of like helps you in a lot of ways. What did you kind of delve into, let's say, mentally, to prepare yourself to do these horrifying things to these poor kids?
So I mean, obviously, like Alden, his oral condition puts him in
Yes.
quite a lot of pain. Like they mention quite a lot of times in the script about the fact that there's actually, I don't know if they say it in the final film, but in the original script at least,
Right.
they mention the fact about his mouth is full of sores and he's in a
Yeah,
lot of pain
it's
like,
not
all the
a
time.
nice thing at all.
Yeah. But I tried to keep that in my mind at all times, which obviously puts you in some discomfort. And obviously wearing the mouth guard during the scenes, you can sort of almost, that's a bit uncomfortable. So you can kind of like almost take that little bit of discomfort and in your head turn it into a lot of discomfort. And I did that, but then I also I tried to make it seem like because he's obviously like he's got different reasons for doing like killing the people he does.
Oh yeah,
but he one thing
very
he really
calculated.
wants is the tooth from each kill. Like I that's like his trophy. That's like the predator taking the skull. Like
Yeah.
him getting the tooth.
He's like, yeah, it looks better in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so I tried to look at it. I tried to, when portraying him, I tried to like treat it like he's going for that goal. And
Yeah,
when he's at, yeah, he just sees it as a project. He's a bit angry, you know, he's frustrated and like everything's intense for him. But as soon as he thinks he's going to get that tooth, his face will suddenly light up, and suddenly when he knows that he's got
and
the
you
position
bring
where
that
the tooth
across
close to
so
his,
well.
like I want it, I tried to make it so his face lights up and he's like, now's my time. And
Yeah, it's like let's see, what was her name? I think it was, yeah, the first young lady in the first scene of the first film. It's like, you know, she's like just kind of like trotting around the house, not a care in the world. And, you know, she goes and it's like, oh, I see the door's kind of open, and goes to shut it. And then there you are, you appear behind the glass, like smiling. And I'm just like, that is haunting. Yes.
that is
You're
such
happy
a good
to
shot.
be there.
And I think that shot was one of the, like, obviously I'm not sure if you know, like we had we used that first scene as a short for to help raise funds and get interest in the film. And I think that scene in particular is one that got people excited about the film and the characters.
Oh dude,
it was visually,
woo,
yeah, it's visually,
it was brutal.
And that scene came by that was a happy accident, well, not a happy accident, but what's the right term? It was an on the cuff idea where like one of the producers, Craig, on set, he just saw the glass wardrobe and he was like, he should come from behind there. Like we should lean in, and we just did a couple of tests and they were like, yes, we're doing that. And so it wasn't part of the script or anything, it was just something that we spotted when we were on location and was like, yeah, we can use that.
Well, it's like, how many times have we seen, you know, Michael or Jason kind of do the same thing where they pop up in one spot, then they're not. And then when the person thinks they're okay again, you know, you pop up yet again, and then suddenly you're in the closet, which is everyone's biggest fear, I think, since childhood, you know, something popping out of the closet. So was that kind of the heartstrings that they were going for?
I mean, that wasn't mentioned to me, but I'm sure, like, just naturally, people, yeah, it's a haunting thing to think something is right behind you and watching you as well in your own bedroom where you probably feel safest. Like, yeah, because people have commented about, like, I know on like people comment saying, oh, don't just shut the door, you search your room if the door's open. But she had no idea danger was coming. She probably just thought that she'd left the door open herself. Like and then yeah, this guy's right behind her and watching, and that's that's a terrifying thought, to think someone can just be leaning over you without you knowing, in the place you feel safest.
Now, in those moments, because obviously you are, you know, about to do these horrific things to some of the actors in the film, as you're doing the action, um, you know, how do you do it and make it so realistic looking, but obviously you're pulling back, but you're also being very intense at the same time? Was that a challenge for you?
It wasn't. We didn't have too many struggles with that sort of thing. Like the
Nice.
directions, like the struggles were all quite straightforward kind of actions. Like Jamie was the one who was coming up and directing them, and we just did like a quick little slow run through each, and
Mhm.
we were just like, you know, like the bits obviously with like stage combat and stuff, like when you've got someone by the neck, like they're in control, so you just put your hand there and they move you about, and you know, we just walk through that first, so there's no danger. And I don't recall even doing that scene too many times, like the little struggle scene too many times. I think we got it.
Wow.
I think we got it in a few
That's a
takes, like maybe
testament
2
to
or
your
3.
acting.
Like,
You know what I mean? Because it comes across so genuine. And the effects are great. And I have to say, one of the favorite moments is when you got the little like beeper, and the 2 blades come up out of the ground, and it cuts dude's feet. I was like, didn't see that coming. He's like, I'm just gonna stand here and watch you fall down.
yeah. So, I mean, it's great, that bit, but it's a shame. So there is a shame to it, though. It was going to be gnarlier. We had a practical effects disaster on the day. We actually had 2 saw blades that were moving, grinder blades that were going to come up through. We had a board which was replicating the floor, and we had a whole pair of trousers and shoes.
Sure,
and the shoes were filled with like meat and blood, and the blades were going to come through and slice it everywhere. And the test of it looks so real and nasty, but the blades weren't big enough in the end, and we were stuck with. It's an independent, you know, obviously things like that can happen on low budget independent films, and
of course,
yeah, the blades were just a little bit too short, to the point that they wouldn't go through completely through the feet, so nothing was really visible, so the shot was lost. And we had to just show the blood leaking out instead. And I mean, which obviously still, you know,
I thought it was brilliant,
gnarly into the imagination, but as a classic horror fan, I love the idea of like, I love the idea of like that really gnarly, your feet getting sawed in half. Again, that's something that it certainly makes me flinch thinking about it.
So we got a question from the comment section, of course. Josh says, Owen, is there a specific effect that stands out to you that says, damn, that was awesome?
My favorite one, in the tower with the actress Mia playing Nike, when I slit her throat, for a low budget, like it works so seamlessly. For me,
it really
looked so effective, and I was just like,
you gave her a smiley face.
I was stunned how good that looked, considering what we're working on, and like it just
it was that one so good,
and the blood just all poured out of the neck. You saw you sort of see the slit naturally happen, and then the blood just comes out as it happens. And
yes, and that's another thing that we really wanted to commend y'all on. I'm glad that you didn't make this in America, because the locations you guys shot at were freaking amazing. Were some of those just like ruins of places, like, you know, from history?
So the tower in that scene was actually a ruin that is just, it's in a place. It's called Racton Ruin, and it's in the south of England. And that was, I don't know where Jamie found it, but it's one of Jamie's like key strengths, is he is amazing at finding locations. Like he is, I mean, he's been in so many films over the years in a lot of different places in the South, and I think he's just sort of logged a lot of locations in his head over the years, and he's like, I know what. Yeah, he found them all, and he's been incredible at it. Other places, yeah, the one like the cellar with the blades, that was underneath a hotel.
Oh wow!
Like there's
That's what's lurking under the hotel, people.
Yeah, there's this old hotel in Brighton. You wouldn't dream it had this really creepy cellar underneath.
No,
and, but it's really vast, and yeah, a great filming location. And
I'll tell you that. I mean, that's one thing about shooting films over in the UK there. You guys have such amazing things to use, which I think only added more darkness to your character and each of the kill scenes. But man, that first film definitely has set it off. Has it kind of like, are you noticing that people are like, hey, you're the RIP man? Does anyone ever stop you and say that?
I haven't had that yet. I mean, I think we need a little while for the film to get more widespread.
To marinate a little bit.
Also, I don't think the RIP man looks like me that much, because obviously, I mean, not just the
movie magic,
but like I think that obviously with the makeup, but then also the mouth guard, it changes the shape of your face. So I think like so many people when they see the poster or whatever, they're like, that doesn't even look like you.
Right.
So I don't know how much I'd be even if the film really took off. I don't know if I could possibly still go incognito. Like,
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, because I heard that you're about to do your first con. Are you looking forward to that?
I am. I'm really excited. It's in September. Strange Little Obsessions in Nottingham. 27th of September. So if you're around the area and on that time and want to come and say hello, please do.
Oh, trust me, Reaper would love to be there. But my appearance tour and filming schedule is ridiculous this year. I have been nonstop. And I know that you guys are also in the midst of filming the sequel. And I don't think they would have done that if the response wasn't amazing. I mean, I know from all of us here in America, we fucking love it. So you have a whole marketing team here in America that will definitely push this film. How I know you're pressed for time, and I'm trying to be cognizant of that, because everybody out there in the Black Flame universe, you know, it's after 12 midnight over there, and we're just getting started. Because you know, I don't come out of my crypt until the evening time. So, but things that you're looking forward to, that you're able to talk about, because obviously we don't want to give away anything. Yes, Kyler, they're definitely going to be doing physical media, as far as I know. There are DVD copies, and believe me, I have some stuff being sent. Seeing as actually, I'm going to have a little something to do with part 2. You know, it's crazy. Yeah. I put that up on my my page, Reapers Underground, and it got like almost 500-600 views. I was like, oh shit, people like the pairing.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
unite.
So I still haven't actually seen the whole script, so I don't actually have a lot to give away. Jamie and Reese have been very secretive with this.
Oh
script.
my!
I don't think anyone's. Maybe every cast member has a complete script, like combined. But I've been sent. I've filmed one scene so far, and I've been given 3 more scenes, but there's still more to come, apparently.
They're just giving you some tasty morsels.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about, and they're quite small scenes as well, so I don't know a lot about like what the story of my character is going to be in this film. I mean, I've Reese and Jamie have told me ideas, which obviously I can't share, but
right, exactly.
Yeah, but
well, I think it's going to be a glorious comeback, especially, you know,
so.
For those of you out there in Black Flame universe that you guys have seen the film, you know how it ends up. And, you know, the fact that you're coming back, just, I think it was brilliant the way that, you know, Jamie and Reese had set up the last one to go into a sequel. Pretty seamless.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, things I can say, because obviously they're on the
Yes.
IMDb synopsis, is that, yeah, there is a new killer on the loose. Alden's cellmate, Chaz Porter, is continuing Alden's work while Alden is going to be in prison for the start of the film, at least. And yeah, so I'm going to be locked away in a cell for a bit of it, at least. And while Chaz is on the loose causing terror. And yeah, like Detective Mullen, like Matt Whalen's going to be back as Detective Mullen, and yeah, we got Max and Jasmine coming back as Donnie and Clarissa. And
Nice.
yeah, and of course Jamie back as Stuart Townsend.
Man, well, I mean, it's going to be great to work with you. Like I said, that was a huge present gift in my basket to be able to be part of this with you. I think it's going to be amazing. And I can only see that RIP Man is going to be even more angry at the fact that he's confined again, because as we found out from the first one, you know, you broke out of the psychological hospital. So, Kyler,
yeah,
he says killer versus killer, maybe. Or
it's
do
a potential storyline that I can't say no, because I don't know what
secret.
They're thinking.
So after, you know, doing this franchise, do you think you would want to do more in horror?
I'd absolutely love to. I've always wanted to be in horror before doing this, so yeah, it's always been. I always used to say, like, to friends, I'd love to be in some low budget horror movie which has a cult following. Like, that would be that was one of my acting goals. So yeah,
hey, I mean, that's how Shaun of the Dead started out.
To do as much as I can. Like,
hell yeah.
If any other horror comes along my way, then I will jump at it. Like, I'd love to be part of it. Yeah.
I definitely think that your role as the RIP Man, Alden, is going to catapult you into more films this way. This is definitely a very identifiable character. People love it, and we definitely want to see you do more. So, you know, we will give you as many updates as possible here at Reapers Underground Black Flame Entertainment. On the filming of the second one. And yeah. I'm glad that you were able to sit down with us today. Like I said, I know it's late over there, and well, tomorrow's Easter, so I'm sure you're busy. So
yeah.
For everyone that has shown up for you tonight, what is your lasting message for them?
Well, just thank if you've seen the film and supported it in any way, or just enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Yeah, please, every single person watching the film and spreading the word about it is how this film can grow and how a sequel is possible. So, thank you.
Absolutely, and please go back and check out some of Owen's other work, because he's done a lot of other things as well. And as we were talking before broadcast, I definitely want to get my hands on The Cellar. So that means we will be doing a review of that film as well. But yeah, man, I will go ahead and let you go, because I know you got to get that sleep.
Yeah, I've got an alarm in 5 hours and 15 minutes.
I know how horrible that feels. Believe me, I work nights, so
right, yeah.
it's like, you know, only get like 5 hours to sleep in a day and then go back and do it all over again. So definitely, I will let you go. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. We definitely need to get you back on the show so we can talk a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd love
about
that.
your
Please do.
awesome career. And like I said, icon status is coming your way, sir. You're already light years ahead of the game. So.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Yes,
I'd
and
love
thank
that. I'd
thank
love
you and the whole team of the RIP man for making such an awesome film in the first place. And the sequel is going to be bigger, badder, and darker.
that.
All right, for all of you out there in the Black Flame universe, the Demons and Addicts, don't forget, coming up at 8 o'clock, it's Unholy Easter Eve, and it's time to sin in epic fashion and bust those guts yet again. So definitely join us on the goddamn program at 8 o'clock. Owen, awesome, man. Can't wait to work with you and see what you do next in the world of indie film. And always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Rebirth Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame.